So there was this group of women doing a study of the book of Malachi in the Old Testament. And they came upon the third verse in chapter 3, and it puzzled them. It said, "He will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver." And they wondered what this statement meant about the character and nature of God. So one of the women offered to investigate the process of refining silver and then get back to them at their next Bible study. So that week, the woman called up a silversmith and was like, "Hey, can I come watch you while you work?" And she didn't mention anything about why she wanted to do this other than her curiosity about the process of refining silver. So he agreed, and she went. And as she watched him, he held a piece of silver over the fire and let it heat up. He explained that in refining silver, one needed to hold the piece in the middle of the fire, where the flames were the hottest, as to burn all the impurities away. The woman thought about God holding us in such a hot spot. Then she thought again about the verse. He sits as a refiner and purifier of silver. So she asked the silversmith if it was true, if he had to sit there in front of the fire the entire time that the silver was being refined. He said yes, and he went on to explain that not only did he have to sit there, but he had to keep a very close eye on it, because if it was left a moment too long, then it would be damaged. The woman was silent for a moment, and then she asked, "How do you know when the silver is fully refined?" And he smiled and said, "That's easy, when I see my image in it." If today you are feeling the heat of this world's fire, just remember that God, our Father, has his eyes on you.
Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salute to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity, hoping to receive mercy from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of our Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Latinos, we are the Israelites, that's according to the prophecies of the Holy Scriptures. This is the brother Shamar from the GMS Jamaica camp. And in this lesson was inspired by the video. I think you saw the beginning of this lesson. And gonna look into, the chastening of the Lord and how it refines us. Alright. I pray this lesson is edifying, and I'm gonna get into the precept that was just quoted. This is bear with me here. This is Malachi 3 verse 3. And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi, and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai an offering in righteousness. Alright, and in the video you heard the lady referring to the refining process that a silversmith goes through when refining silver. Right, and that refinement, that heat that the silversmith, who in this analogy is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that heat or that tribulation the Lord puts us through is to refine us and to perfect us. Right, through sufferings and through these testing times that we go through, we are refined. Right, so the Lord is not putting us through these things to destroy us. As the lady said, if you hold that silver on the fire for too long, you are destroyed. So it's not about the sons of Jacob being consumed, as you can see there in verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not, therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. It's actually about purging the impurities off of us. It's testing our faith. It's going through these things, and the Lord keeping us through these tribulations that we go through, these trials that we go through. In that our faith is proven, our faith is perfected, and we come out um a more acceptable a more acceptable being in the Lord's eyes. All right, for want of a better term. I'm gonna get my favorite precept here, Ecclesiasticus 2, verse 1 to 5. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And that is it. The Lord is gonna try you with temptation. You know, it's part of the refining process. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So part of these trials that we go through is to build our endurance. I mean, during the time of Jacob's trouble that is to come, we're gonna need endurance, faith, and all these things that the Lord is developing in us. You know, to make it true to the end. These are the things that the Lord is gonna put in our spirits so that we can be kept and preserved, Lord willing. You know, so cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayst be increased at thy last end. So through the tribulations we go through, we're supposed to be cleaving unto the Lord. We're supposed to be drawing closer to the Lord, you know, through studying, through giving diligence, being brotherly, doing the things that the Lord require of us to do, going out to the highways and hedges, teaching the word, doing these lessons, and doing what the Lord requires for us to do. All right. So whatsoever is brought upon thee, take carefully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So things are gonna come onto us. Things are gonna happen to us. Things are gonna happen in our daily walk. You know. And when these things happen, that may be some trying things. We're supposed to take them cheerfully because we're supposed to know it's the Lord ultimately is the one that is putting us through that refining process. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You know, the gold is tried in the fire. So the Lord putting us through is telling us that, hey, we are sons of the Lord. The Lord is putting us through that those trials, that fire, you know, so that we can come out that nice shiny gold, minus all the impurities and the dross. You know, we'll come out a more perfected being, one that the Lord ultimately um can use to for for um for his purposes. Believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. All right. Beautiful, beautiful chapter in Ecclesiasticus. You know. So we need to remember these things um when we're going through our highs, when we're going through our lows, when we're going through our daily walk. You know, with that we shouldn't allow the tribulations to overcome us. We should trust in the Lord, lean upon him, for the Lord is proving our faith. This is Hebrews 12, verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. Alright, so get that word chasteneth there in Hebrews 12 and 6. So alright. The app acting up there. Okay, there we go. So Hebrews 12 and 6. The word chasteneth is the Greek word
Strong's G 3811. Paiduo.
paiduo. That's the Greek word for chasteneth there. It means to train children, to be instructed or taught or learn, to cause one to learn, to chastise, to castigate with words, to correct. Of those who are molding the character of others by reproof and admonition of Yahweh, to chasten by the affliction of evils and calamities. So the Lord is molding our character. The Lord is molding us to be that finished product that the Lord can ultimately use, to further His will. So that's why we're supposed to take these things cheerfully. And this is the wisdom and knowledge, that's going to keep us stable when we're going through these trials. That is the Lord dealing with us, So we need to always remember that, Akim. So I pray this lesson is edifying. Just wanted to bring out the fact that, hey, the Lord is going to put us through some things. They may not be nice things when we're going through it, but ultimately it's for the good, the better good, and ultimately it's going to result in Yahweh Bashim Yashai, their glorious names being glorified. So all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yashai, Bashim Akarko, that shall give him the spirit to do this lesson. Shalom to the elect.